Hey guys, got my pine cone microphone right here. Just gonna talk a little bit about springtime here in Minnesota. Springtime is one of my favorite times of the year because it's our time to clean and prepare ourselves for the new harvest, the new farm season. And like I like to believe is that each season is also a season of our lives and how we interact in the world. And so springtime is about that new emergent opportunities, but in order for us to do that, we got to do the cleaning up, the spring cleaning that we call it. And I love spring cleaning, or I'm learning to enjoy it. It's been challenging in my life to be not so tidy with my health and with my well-being, and so I'm learning to do the spring cleaning within myself. And so I got my green juice here. It's freshly juiced. I've got some apples, celery, cucumber, kale going on up in there, helping to revitalize my organs, helping the natural processes of the body to naturally detox effectively. And there's a lot of yard work and things going on, but the type of cleaning that I also want to talk about today is the subconscious. So what are our thoughts and our habits of thinking that are unserving to us? Most of the time we have self-limiting belief patterns like I'm not enough, or a lot of paranoid, very stuck thought patterns that go on in our lives around just about everything. So it's an interesting time to be examining what's coming up in our thought patterns right now, and being able to let go and release some of these old habits. And I'm mainly focused right now on my inner child and giving him the love and respect and nourishment that I was never able to give to him very well growing up. And so what I'll do is I'll actually, when a thought comes in that doesn't feel resonant with my expression, with my higher expression, I simply take a look at it. So I can imagine like this pine cone being like my inner child who's just wanting to express itself, like, oh, that's never gonna work, or oh, no one's gonna like you, or these habits that I developed in my childhood. And rather than sort of like suppress and keep my little pinecone inner child suppressed and push it away, I bring it in. I bring them in, and I talk to him in almost like my divine masculine voice, like my fathery voice. Like, it's okay, man. Like, I hear you. It's like people are maybe gonna judge you for posting this video. I totally understand. Like, they're gonna judge us. They're not gonna accept us, but it's okay. Like, you're just expressing yourself, and you're just being your beautiful, artistic, expressive self, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's nothing to be scared of, what people think about you, who could hear us talking, or if somebody came in right now and saw me talking to a pine cone thinking I'm crazy. But the pine cone, for me, which is a very sacred design that's present throughout all of nature and sacred geometry, but this represents how I can speak to myself and how I can nourish and nurture my own inner child, because I don't need, it doesn't serve me to be in the world with this subconscious programming that I received from my childhood going on in the background of everything that I do. And rather than pretend like it's not there, I'm rather going to embrace it give it the love that it never was able to receive at that time, or the opportunity to receive the love, because when I was young I didn't express a lot of my insecurities. I kind of bottled them up and kept them inside. And so now I'm learning to give space to my inner child's wounding, and just tell him like how loved and appreciated he is, and there's nothing to worry about, and that we're doing good work, and we're healing ourselves, and we're integrating ourselves on a deeper level, and then he can kind of relax, and naturally it sort of releases and lets go. At least that's what's been really working for me. And I'm interested in what other people do in terms of working with their inner children, and how they interface with some of their subconscious patterns. Another popular technique out there is emotional freedom technique, or tapping, where I tap on these certain points of my body while I repeat certain affirmations, like, although I feel insecure about making a video right now, I know I am loved and accepted, and that my beliefs are valid. Although it's hard to be in the world with so much judgment and so much suffering, I know I'm releasing my suffering and my own self-judgment and my own self-critique. Although life is hard, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Although life is hard, I feel that I'm moving forward, and life is starting to open up for me in beautiful and amazing ways. I deeply love and accept myself exactly as I am today. And I could do that for a couple minutes at a time, and there's some other, if you YouTube EFT, you can find out some of the other points that you can press on. But the idea is that it's working to free up some of those subconscious patterns, because about 95% of how we act in the world is related to our subconscious. And so when we react in a certain way and we don't understand why, there's some subconscious aspect of ourselves that hasn't been met or understood or released. I do think it's also important to get into the body, because we store a lot of subconscious beliefs in the body. So doing massage techniques, especially like this palm, this point right here, is a great point for releasing anxiety. Feet massage, foot massage is really good. You know, getting into the body, like moving the energy of the body, getting massages, getting cranial sacral work done, helps the body to release. And there's also trauma release exercises, where you actually can get the body into a state where it can begin to sort of shake, and that actually helps to release energy that builds up in the body. Sure, there's some videos on TRE out there, and maybe I'll do one at some point. And but there's all these ways of sort of like freeing up the energy. You know, for me, it's also been learning to some qigong exercises to sort of move the qi, move the energy in the body or in the field, and being able to move the energy a bit more so it doesn't stay so stagnant. So like inhaling positive qi up into the head, and then clearing old negative energy from the field. And that has been helpful for me to be able to sort of move and visualize energy and qi, and being able to tap into fresh energy that's moving all around us, that we're all a part of. But this energy field moves all around us and through us, and so being able to move it helps to clean it out, helps to do some of that spring cleaning of our energetic field. So I'm interested in what other people are doing, who are, you know, part of this sort of community of healers and just health practitioners in general. But salud to new possibilities this spring, moving into summer. May the harvest and the planting be bountiful for all of us. Aho.